like?
I use Meshuggah a lot.
Do you?
Yes.
In what, like in
I'll
what?
talk about depending on how it comes out, he's a Meshuggah
Uh-huh.
or that's that doesn't make sense. It's a Meshuggah.
So it has multiple
It
meanings?
has multiple
So
meanings.
what would you say the meanings, I guess, are?
Um,
Like this guy,
well,
he's a
if you say
mashugna. He's a
that means
good person. He's a nice.
no, he's not.
He's
He's
a.
an idiot.
He's a.
He's silly. He's
Okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, there's just too many different things that you have to
I mean,
keep
it's
up
bad
with.
enough on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram's like good because you can like post and let it breathe for a minute,
Right.
and then like.
Right.
But I feel like TikTok, unless you're posting every day or something, you're not gonna.
Yeah. I post my baking because I love to do that
Okay.
on Instagram or Facebook. But
We're good to go. We're rolling.
oh, we're rolling.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but this
Okay.
is good. This is like normal conversation. What you were just saying?
Well, I post my own personal baking stuff on Instagram because I'm very proud of the fact that I do it, and I get a kick out of everybody saying to me, "Don't you have anything else to do?"
Yeah. So baking's your big
Oh
like
yeah,
hobby.
that's my hobby.
That's your
it's my
hobby.
relaxation. Yes, I do that. Like last week, I decided to make another batch of mishbroit.
Okay.
However, I didn't do it with regular chocolate chips. I did it with mini M&Ms.
Sure. And was that a first? First
Yeah,
time you've done
well,
it with that?
no, with M&Ms,
Yeah.
yes, because that's not normally what you put
Of
in
course.
mishbroit.
Of course.
And it looks like somebody had taken and done caramelized stuff in it, but it was really good.
Good.
I was really excited.
You got to try something different. How many nights a week do you think you're baking usually?
Well, it depends on the
And
week.
do you eat all the sweets that you're baking?
I try not to.
I know,
I
right?
have to taste. I have to taste.
Sure.
Because otherwise I don't trust myself.
Right.
So, but I bake at least once a week, sometimes 3 times a week, sometimes
Wow.
2 or 3 times in a day.
Okay.
So,
What's
but
your favorite thing to bake?
cookies and cakes.
Cookies and cakes.
Yeah.
Are you a vanilla? Well, Ben would say there's another way to ask it, but because somebody's not like just a chocolate vanilla type person, but like the simplest way for me to ask is,
Yes, I bake
what
a
do you
lot of chocolate.
prefer?
I
You
bake
like
a lot of
chocolate?
chocolate because my husband loves chocolate.
Okay.
So basically I bake for him,
Yeah.
but he's not living at my house anymore.
Okay.
Because he's in he fell and broke his hip.
Oh no.
So I don't bake for him
Yeah.
per se. I take it in, but I make for the nurses. But
Yeah.
I bake for the office a lot.
I'm
And
sure they're not mad about that.
No.
My favorite I tell people my favorite is red velvet, but am I right to say that red velvet is just chocolate cake?
Basically.
I know, and that's so upsetting to me because I don't consider myself like I like chocolate, but I don't consider
Well,
myself
but
like
it's a very different taste. Red
it's
velvet's a
right,
different taste than chocolate cake.
but it is essentially chocolate
Yeah,
cake,
it's very similar to a chocolate cake. Yes.
and I guess I have to accept that. Like I guess I'm like chocolate more than I thought, but I didn't do well with chocolate as a kid. I got sick every once in a while when I
Oh.
ate chocolate.
Well,
It was
then-
very weird, but it was just like this stint for maybe a month or so. I don't know, even remember what was going on. And to this day, for whatever reason, I guess like vanilla just is always my choice. Whether I'm like talking about cake, ice cream, it
Now,
doesn't
see,
matter.
ice cream, I'd rather have vanilla.
Really?
My very favorite thing in the whole world is a hot fudge sundae
Mm.
with vanilla ice cream.
Well, that would be your top dessert
That
of all
would be my
time.
all time.
I love it. All right, Phyllis Langsdorf. I'm so excited that you're hanging out with me today.
Thank
Jews
you.
in the Lou. Your name has come up so many times. You are, I would say, arguably one of the most influential, not just Jewish women in St. Louis, but just women in general in St. Louis. And I wanna hear how you got here. Like, I know you are the current president of the National Council of Jewish Women
St. Louis
for
section.
St. Louis section. And I want to hear obviously all about that, what you do for the community and kind of what that entails. What is the National Council of Jewish Women?
Okay, we're 135 years old.
Okay.
So we've been around a long time in St. Louis. The organization nationally is 140 years old.
Okay,
So
wow.
we're one of the oldest sections. To me, this organization represents the best that you can do.
Okay.
It is community wide. Our mission is to take care of women, children, and family, not anything else.
Mm-hmm.
We are advocates for that, and we put on programs geared to that. For instance, we do a back to school
And this is
store.
not just specific to Jewish.
You notice I said community.
Yes. Yes.
Community. It is not Jewish.
What
We
you'll
are not
find about a lot of Jewish organizations is it's not specifically just geared
we are
towards.
definitely not specifically
Awesome.
Jewish. We
Okay.
are also my board is not all Jewish.
Okay.
So I just thought that better turn off my phone. We do community programs. We do a back to school store once a year
Okay.
where we took care of 2,600 children all in one day in August. We give them new coats, hats, shoes, socks,
Wow.
underwear, backpack filled with all of the school supplies
Right.
that the schools they represent needed.
Okay.
They get to take home 2 books. Sometimes we have dentists there. They get teeth cleaned,
Yeah.
eye checkups, all this, nothing cost. It's all for children from lower income,
Wow.
obviously. That's once a year. Then we do a kids community closet. We're in 30 school districts for 34 schools where we house in a closet all of what they might need to go to school, whether it's a
Okay.
coat, a uniform,
Right.
whatever. All they have to do is walk in and get it. It's there every day. And it's also including personal supplies and personal needs.
Wow.
So that's what we do during the school
Okay.
year. Then we have a wife, widow, woman program that is now going to be celebrating its 50th year.
Mm-hmm.
We have over 1,000 women who have partaken of this program.
Wow.
And it is phenomenal to the point that our alumni, if
Mm-hmm.
you want to call it that, have asked that they get a program going. So we're going to have an alumni program.
Okay.
We do advocacy. We go to Jeff City. We have representatives. We're starting a new program called Court Watch,
Okay.
which will take place in the domestic violence courtroom. And volunteers will go in. They're there strictly as a volunteer to watch
Mm-hmm.
to see that the bailiffs protect the victim going out so that they're
Interesting.
not harassed.
Yeah.
They're there to keep the perpetrator
Right.
in the courtroom for 15 minutes
Okay.
so that the victim has time to get out and get away without feeling like they're being
Right.
followed.
Right.
So we will be doing that starting probably this spring.
So that's something new.
It's a program we're taking over. We've been asked to take it over. I think it's
Mhm.
from St. Martha's.
Okay.
So that's just community-wide kind of
Right,
things that we do.
right.
Then we go to Jeff City and we advocate for programs that are beneficial to women, children, or families. And we vote against or advocate against programs that we think are not.
Right.
We were very active in Amendment 3.
Mm-hmm.
So those are all things that we do for the community.
Yeah.
Right now, we're in the middle of a capital campaign.
Okay.
We bought the building next door across the street because we're desperate for new space to do all these programs.
Sure.
And I don't know if you know, we have the resale shop.
Sure. I pass it all located
Well,
on
if you
Lindbergh,
haven't
right?
been, you should because
I think my
closed.
mom is like an expert when it comes to the resale shop for sure.
Well, lots of people. We do a couturier once a year
Uh-huh.
for 4 days, and we have people fly in from all over the country.
Is that right?
Yeah, seriously, because we are an outstanding source
Right.
for gently worn clothes. We don't take anything that's not something you would give to your friend.
Sure.
And we have been in existence there for 50 years. So
In
now,
that same building.
no, we didn't move into the building at 295
Uh-huh.
Lindbergh, which was our home
Right.
14 years ago.
Okay.
We've outgrown it.
Oh wow.
Yes. So the space that was the shop and the space that were the administrative offices,
Sure.
there were days you couldn't find a parking space because all we had were 55 spaces.
Right. Right.
So when the opportunity came up for us to buy the Joseph Bank building, which is
Mhm.
across the street,
Sure.
double the size,
Yep.
110 parking spaces,
Right.
the board authorized us to go ahead and do it. So
Amazing.
that was June of 24.
Oh wow.
We are in the middle of a major $5.4 million capital campaign. We are now in the final stretch. We are looking to raise the final $1,000,000.
Well, congratulations on getting this. I mean,
Thank you.
that's incredible because it shows that, well, I think more people are, I think we're in a day and age where more women are comfortable coming to somebody for assistance, or, understanding like there's people that you can talk to or organizations that help and do different things. But also, like, we're in a world where thrifting has also become
A
like a
very
thing,
hot
right?
object.
And I
Absolutely.
wish Ben was here to talk about it, because like Ben picks all of his outfits. He tells me like he doesn't buy anything new. He picks everything based on like something that he thrifted. But like, so that whole piece um of what you do though comes
Well, that's
from,
our largest fundraiser.
okay,
That is where most of our money comes from,
is from the clothing.
is from the thrift shop.
And but you have a background because you love fashion yourself,
Well,
right? Talk about that.
I do have a background. I have been a buyer and I owned my own business here in St. Louis. So
Okay.
there is and my family's whole history was retail.
Yeah.
So I come from that
So what
background.
was so you came to St. Louis,
I
right?
came to St. Louis at the request of Stixbear and Fuller, which used to be called the Grand Leader.
Okay.
They were probably gone when you were born, but Stixbear and Fuller was downtown and had 7 stores in the St. Louis area.
Okay.
It became part of Dillard's.
Okay.
Okay. Um, and that's how I got here, was that I was brought up here to work for them. I had been with a Federated Department Store in Houston. And then after I married and had children, I really missed being in the business.
Right.
So I opened my own business in Ladue called the Wright, WRITE
Uh-huh.
Impression, because it was a stationery and gift store.
Okay.
And I used the words play on
Yeah, of
words.
course.
So I was there until 2005.
Okay.
But meanwhile, I've always been active in National Council of Jewish Women. I was
Okay.
couturier chairman back in 1976 when we thought we were hot shots to make $25,000 in a
Yeah.
year.
Now you've
Now we've
come.
come a long way.
Yeah. I was
It
gonna
is
say that's,
our largest fundraiser by all means.
yeah.
And then it adds to the resale shop,
Sure.
obviously.
Sure.
So I have been active at the resale shop. Then I became active in the organization as
Mm-hmm.
well, various
Yeah.
committees. And so to me, we give back and that makes me feel good.
Sure.
I feel like when I'm working for NCJW,
Mm-hmm.
I'm working for the community
Right.
and it makes me feel good. I
Sure.
see one of the differences between it and, let's say, when I sat on an art museum board,
Mm-hmm.
I see results instantly.
Mm-hmm.
When you work in some organizations, it's months,
It takes time.
years to see results.
Right.
Here I see results all the
Right.
time.
Right.
I mean, you can't imagine you should come
Yeah.
to back to school store. When you see
I'd
these
love to. Yeah.
children, when you see these children and you can come and volunteer, you can take a
Mm-hmm.
child and help him shop because we
Right.
help individual do that.
Right.
They walk in scared to death
Mm-hmm.
and they walk out with smiles all the way to their ears
Yeah.
because they're so excited. They're so proud of their new coat,
Right.
their new shoes.
Right.
These are things some of them may not get.
Yeah, my wife's a 5th grade teacher, and she's been at a couple different districts in town. But it's incredible because you do see, like, I do some work with Operation Food Search as
Sure.
well, and so I would agree it's rewarding because you see an immediate impact
That's
on
right.
on people that really need it
That's right.
locally.
That's right.
And I'm not saying that it's not great to give to all different organizations, right? But it is nice when, like, look, we have problems right here in our own community.
Oh
So
my
like,
God,
how
yes.
can we just do a little bit of something? It's not always about donating money. It could be donating your time or
That's right.
whatever.
That's right.
But it's like, how can we do those things to make the community better? And I think that's something we talk a lot about on the show. I think that's why, you're a great guest and advocate for St. Louis. And I think it's obviously incredible what you do. Your passion, you talk about like making the difference. Is that something that you've always had, or is there an instance in your life where you think this is that turning point from like, this is what I want to do, and I know that I want to help?
I think it's probably because um, I always worked hard.
Mhm.
My family worked hard to make whatever they had.
Right.
And when I taught school, I was another history of mine background. I saw how kids struggled.
Yeah.
I saw what it meant to not have lunch, to not have
Right.
food on the
Right.
table, to come to school without having had breakfast. And I began to think of what could I do that would help make a difference in someone's
Right.
life. And then when I got married and I had the opportunity to start to give back,
Mhm.
that that really resonated with
Yeah.
me. It was I wanted to give back in whatever areas, and there are other areas that I like,
Right.
but this one I can see immediate results, and
Yeah.
it's so important to see because of the children, because
Sure.
of women. They're all the people that I want to help.
Right.
So that's where it came from.
Yeah.
And I truly find this organization to be so phenomenal. The National does work nationally. They
Mhm.
go before Congress, they go to UN. We are an agency that's looking to make a difference
Right.
in everybody's lives.
Right.
Doesn't matter. They're not Jewish.
Right.
It has nothing to do with that.
But
It's and so for me, and then to see what we're doing and how already in the almost 2 years that I've been president,
mhm.
that our programs are growing big time,
Yeah.
and that we're no longer a best kept secret.
Right. People know and wanna
N
help and
Now this organization is making a name. I mean, some of the we've been lucky and very fortunate
right.
with our fundraising. For our capital campaign so far, we've had contributions from not only individuals, but corporations and foundations. The Burgess
Mhm.
Family Foundation has been a donor. There's an organization in Tulsa, Oklahoma called the Maybe Foundation. They've been a major donor. I mean, it's been amazing.
Yeah.
And now we're doing a paver campaign where anybody can get their name and be a part of the growth. So there are 3 levels of that. I actually have a picture to show you
Okay.
of the bricks that one is a 4 by 8, one is an 8 by 8, and one is a 12 by
Right.
12. And we're putting them, we have a patio outside the offices
Okay.
where people can come and have lunch
Yeah.
or just sit and enjoy the weather and
Right.
when it's nice.
Right.
And it'll all have pavers. We have table and chairs. We're going to have benches. And that is something that anybody can participate in at any level
Yeah.
to be a part of this contribution.
Yeah, and I think it's great. You talk about, like, working hard and getting to kinda where you're at and being dedicated to something. Do you feel I guess relate that back to your Jewish upbringing as far as, like
Well, tzedakah alum. I
yeah.
mean, that's, it's to do make justice, to do good, to
Yeah.
make that's definitely the background I grew up with. It's
Mhm.
you take care of everybody. You
Mhm.
take care of others as well as yourself.
Yeah.
You do unto others as you want them to do.
For sure, and I think that that's something we talk a lot about as well. Like, Ben and I always talk about how, it's part of just kind of, like, ingrained in your Jewish blood as far as, like, yes, helping others, but always just kind of, working hard to get to where you want to get to.
Absolutely. The working hard is, I think, the word. It's you're brought up knowing that you're expected to work hard, that
Mhm.
you need to do for others, that you need to take care of yourself, but you need to work to do it.
Mhm.
You're not going to sit back and just let whatever. That's not the way I was brought up. It's
Yeah.
called take care of yourself and take care of others as well.
Yeah, do you feel like that's something that obviously you felt was important for your kids as well?
Oh,
How many
absolutely.
kids do you have, you
I have
said?
2 daughters,
2 daughters, what are their names?
Sarah and Elizabeth, but she goes by Libby.
Okay, I love
But
that.
neither of them live here.
Okay,
One lives in Chicago
sure.
and one lives in New York City. She lived in Chicago, but she moved back to New York City. She graduated, went to New York, moved to Chicago, moved back to New York.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're there, and I have 3 grandchildren who I'm very proud of.
Good,
Yes,
good.
I have 2 boys and a girl.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So you're living in that, grandma lifestyle where you're just enjoying
Well, they're almost adults. They're probably not a whole lot younger than you,
well, still,
but no, I
you're
love it.
you're
Are you
still in the
kidding?
grandma lifestyle, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. My granddaughter said, Could I come visit her at Tulane? I said, "You betcha, I'll be
Or
there."
is that right? Are you gonna go down and visit?
I
A
am.
college town, huh?
Oh, yeah.
See, I think that's so great because like you're just like you're fun. You're fun. And I think in a lot of these organizations that are out there, like, yes, you understand that these are serious things that, you know, you guys are doing and advocating for, but also at the same time, you are just regular you're a regular person that's fun and energetic and wants to help people, and you're not so serious all the time that you're just doing
Oh,
this
no. Oh,
for
no,
you.
I wanna have a good time
You're
too.
literally putting everybody else before you.
Well, thank you. You know what? I really think that what I do on an
Mhm.
and I'm at the office a lot. I happen to think that our office staff, NCJWs, is
Mhm.
probably the finest office staff in the entire country. Forget Texas, Missouri,
Right, in the
country.
country.
I happen to think they're just phenomenal. And we are so fortunate that such a phenomenal group of women
Yeah,
work together to do all this. But it then makes me want to do good too,
right.
because I'm there
You've
with
got a
them and
good
we all have
team.
a good time and we
Mhm.
enjoy each other. But it's like, it's not work,
Mhm.
it's enjoyment,
Right.
it's satisfaction.
Mhm.
Um, and so it's all, I think about my parents who would say, I'm doing a good job.
Mhm.
And that's a good feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think hearing good job, feeling good job like that, even though, like you said, like you can hear your parents just saying it, like you just know that they'd be happy with what you're doing because at the end of the day, you're not you're just concerned about making the community better. And that's another thing we talk about a lot is how everybody just needs to kind of come together for a greater goal of it's not just about you. Like,
How do we make St. Louis a better place to live?
how do we make it
How do we make St. Louis have a better reputation? How do
right,
these are all things that
right,
I'm concerned about as
right.
well. And it I'm not from here, so I can say I love this city. I think it's great. It's
Mhm.
been good to me. I want to be give back to it.
Right.
But how can we all help
Mhm.
make it a better place?
Right.
I think about all the damage that was done this spring with the tornado.
Sure.
And I look at what Ben's done and reopening
Yeah.
and being able to stay there and support the area
Right.
that needs that support desperately.
Right.
And I think about the schools that we have that are in North St. Louis
Mhm.
that need what we're giving them.
Mhm.
And anything else during the tornado, we gave not only supplies to the
Mhm.
public schools in St. Louis,
Right.
but when they needed people put up, we had already gotten donations. We paid for hotel rooms
Wow.
so that we're taking care of our community.
Yeah.
And I think that's so important
Right. So
because,
how do people come to you guys for help? How does that work?
well, that's usually through social
Okay.
services and through our agencies that
Sure.
we work with. So that's how they all got to us.
Okay.
And that's how our children come. They all come through social services, through the schools. And this year, for the first time, I think, they may kill me at the office, we're going to let individuals come rather
Okay.
than through an agency.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that if somebody hears about us, they can contact a certain telephone number and
Yeah.
we'll be able to set it up so that they can come for back to school day.
Wow. I think that's great. I think that like the more people that know about this,
Absolutely.
it's like if you guys keep growing and helping more people, you're not gonna just shut it down. Like I think it's great that you some some people are say like, the first 1,000 people will get this. Like
No.
we're doing this many supplies. Like you guys, you'll find a way.
Well, we find a way, but like I said, we've grown from the first time we ever did a back to school
Mm-hmm.
store of 200 children to being 2,600 children last year. It's a lot of children
Yeah.
in one day.
Yeah.
So we're looking to do that again this summer and maybe go to 3,000,
Yeah.
which is fine. This is what we do.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate enough that they're not getting used things. They're
Right.
getting all brand new shoes, brand
Mm-hmm.
new coats. I mean, nothing is used. It's
Yeah.
not from the resale shop,
Right. Right.
but it's just amazing to me to watch it.
Do you think they're It's hard to say because I guess you're continuously working to just grow the number, but like, is there a goal that you ever had in mind? Not even a goal, but like just kind of
We had no idea we'd ever get this big.
right.
I mean, you know,
Like is this bigger than your wildest dreams?
yeah. I mean, we thought we're going to do what we can.
Right.
Well, and we keep doing more because that's what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Would we ever get so big? Well, you know what happens when you get so big, you then spin it off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure you are aware of like child advocacy courts.
Mm-hmm.
That was a program that we started. It got to be too big to be ours. They're now running their own. Scholarship Foundation was started. All of these
Wow.
organizations, some of which
Yeah.
started under us
Yeah.
and then grew.
What do you think's been the biggest thing throughout your like career of being in the business of helping people,
Well,
the industry of
not-for-profit
helping
world.
it? Yeah. What do you think's been the biggest key to like your growth every year? Is it your ability, would you say, to like not only talk the talk, but you actually walk the
Walk the
walk
walk.
and make that difference?
You must have read my mind because I just used that in an email.
Is that right? I think
That's
that's
true.
I think that's a big thing though. You know, a lot of people can have these grand big ideas, but it's seeing the follow through and seeing that
Absolutely. That's what I
certain
said.
people have the ability to make things happen, and you are one of those people.
I hope so. I hope so. I really do, Alex. I feel like we've been very fortunate, we in CJW, in that we've had excellent leaders throughout the years. We have new leadership coming in June. All of us are there for one purpose, to do better,
Yeah.
to make the mission that we've established of taking care of women, children, and families, and to make it grow.
Right.
And I'm so excited that we're no longer a secret, that nobody knows who we are.
Right.
Because that's not true.
Right. And
We
you got
are a
more and
power.
you got more parking now, so you're ready to go.
We are a power.
I love it. I want to talk a little bit about some of your fun Jewish traditions or things that you have. You know, you talked about baking when we started off. Are there any other like special recipes as far as things that you've had passed down from your family that are Jewish traditions that you carry on and have carried on throughout your life
I
and with
think
your kids?
the primary ones are what you do for the major holidays. I
Mhm.
mean, Rosh Hashanah is always brisket in my house.
Always brisket.
Always
And
brisket in my
it's
house.
hard to explain because I have a lot of like non-Jewish friends that I've like started to have over. Like
Uh-huh.
we'll have them over for Hanukkah or whatever,
Right.
and we always have the brisket, but it's not like barbecue brisket.
No,
It's
it's
not,
not.
and people don't understand like brisket is done a totally different
That's
way,
right.
and it's
I
like
must
the
have 10
Jewish way.
I must have 10 recipes for it. I do one usually the
Yes,
same every
yes,
time.
yes,
And Passover is always gefilte fish.
Sure.
Always matzo ball stew.
Do you like gefilte fish?
I
Really?
love it.
You
And
do.
I can make it.
Can you really?
Uh-huh.
Is it?
My
I would
mother-
assume it's got to be
It's very time
light
consuming.
years better than the jarred.
Well, but you know what? You can actually make the jar taste good.
Is that right?
Yeah, my mother, may she rest in peace, always made it for her whole family. So
Okay.
all her sisters and so we'd sit at night and she'd cook it, and at 12 o'clock, we'd be ready for this, eating the bones and waiting for the fish balls to cool down.
Yeah.
But I can make her recipe, but it's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, and chopped liver.
I got to try this because
But I was going to tell you, to make bottled jars,
Mm-hmm.
my mother's trick was, because if we made it during the year, she wouldn't make enough to make everybody. So she would buy the jar and she would doctor it.
Uh-huh.
So you would take the matzo balls out of the jar, you pour the sauce that's in it in a pot, and you put onions and carrots
You got to doctor it. This
in
is
the
doctorate,
sauce with
yeah.
salt and pepper.
Yep.
And you cook that, and then you put the fish back in it, and you cook it with that, and then you put it, and it gels just like you want it to be once you put it back in.
Okay, so I'm coming over for Rosh Hashanah this year.
The deal.
I am. I'm gonna try because if somebody can get me to like gefilte fish, then
Oh
that's
my God.
that's an achievement for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
do you have a favorite Yiddish term that you use frequently or that you've just
Meshuggah.
it could be inappropriate, it could be whatever. This is open to whatever you'd like.
No, I use Meshuggah a lot.
Do you?
Yes.
In what like
And
in
I'll
what
talk about depending on how it comes out, he's a Meshuggah,
uh-huh.
or that doesn't make sense. It's a Meshuggah.
So it has multiple
It
meanings?
has multiple
So
meanings.
what would you say the meanings, I guess, are?
Um,
Like this guy,
well,
he's a
if you say
mashugna. He's a
that means
good person. He's a nice.
no, he's not.
He's
He's
a.
an idiot.
He's a.
He's silly. He's
Okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah. He's a
Um,
mashugna.
that's right.
Yeah. Be done with him. He's a
Yeah,
mashugna.
you don't
Okay.
need him.
Okay, that's
I've
one.
said that about some people to my daughter.
Okay, I was gonna say that seems like the sentence that you've used more than once.
Yes, it is.
That's funny. Okay, so mashugna, like
Yeah. Let's see, what else would I use a lot? I don't want to use any of my cuss words.
But we've had some cuss words on here that
I'm
we've
sure you
like
have,
we.
but I'm much too
I
old and
get.
much too proper.
Oh my
to
gosh,
use
no.
that.
You don't. You don't act old. That's what I'm saying. You're not old. You are young. You have
Oh,
a
bless
young
your heart.
soul.
Thank you. Let me think. I've been in the Jewish Light. Jordan's been putting in a lot of the Jewish words in there,
Sure.
and I have been hysterical
Yeah.
because I'm reading and hearing things that my mother and my grandparents would use,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, "Oi,
Oi.
there's another one."
Yeah. Yeah. Um. I love. Don't you just love it though?
Oh, it has. I'm sure that the Italians would say there are certain words in Italian that
Mm-hmm.
resonate.
Right.
There are certain words in Yiddish that just resonate, that just say, "Yes, this is what I want. Yes,
Sure.
this is what I mean."
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know,
I would say um,
a balabusta.
we use that one quite a bit. You are a Balabusta. You are a Balabusta for sure. And Balabusta is what like strong,
Capable.
capable woman, right?
Right.
And a
Yeah.
Balaboost is a
As a
man.
man. That's right.
Yeah.
Or a mensch.
A mensch. A mensch is a great one.
That's a great word.
A mensch is a great one, and I just think it's such a fun. I think it's such a fun language.
Yeah.
I think that it's fun to see that. Also, a big reason we do this is because a lot of people don't realize that like Jewish people are just
Just like everybody
just
else.
like everybody else.
Absolutely. When I was in college and I was in my freshman year, and my roommate and I decided we wanted to split at the mid semester.
Mm-hmm.
So the girl across the hall had said she wanted a room with me. And I said, fine. And the house mother came up to see us and said, well, I don't think that would be a good idea. And I didn't know why. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, why? And she said, well, her mother doesn't think thinks she might ask you questions that would be embarrassing because I was Jewish.
Really?
It was the first time that I could remember, other than hearing it somewhere on the street,
Yeah.
of somebody actually questioning, what does a Jew look like?
Well-
What does a Jew act like?
Totally. And we talk about this. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been like the first Jewish person a lot of people met, like, not even at a young age. Like, and I went to Indiana. So,
Okay,
like,
so there was a fairly large
fairly
Jewish
large
college.
Jewish population there.
Right.
And you wouldn't believe some of the people like from small towns or wherever,
That's
like,
right.
that just have never met a Jewish person until they went away to college. And it's
And-
crazy to think, right?
And I really don't know where they get some of their perceptions. It's
Right.
like, I think they're thinking back to the Dark Ages
Right.
because I don't have horns.
And I think
I'm just a normal person, just like my neighbors.
exactly. And I think once you get to know us, I think you love us. I like to think so.
Yeah, why not?
You
I
know?
think so too. I mean, I think I think we all need to step back, particularly in this day and age,
Right?
and say, okay, let's take a deep breath.
Mm-hmm.
Let's understand that we're going to be kind,
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to be considerate,
Yep.
and that we should listen and not judge.
So well said. So well said. And I think it's, like you said, the day and age now more than ever, which is why I think it's so much more important. Like, even, yes, what you've been doing to help over the years has been important, but I think it continues to be even more important in the world that we're in right now, where there is so much hate and so much divide
Yeah,
between.
do you know that the capital campaign is as large as it is, 5.4 million? Primarily, a lot of the reason is that we had to put in so much more security.
Hmm.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have heard of bulletproof glass. You
Hmm.
wouldn't have heard of having to put up balustrades to
Right.
make sure a car doesn't
Right.
pull into your store.
Right.
You wouldn't, I mean, we have a quarter of $1 million worth of security going in
Hmm.
this new building
Yeah.
that
You have
we
to.
we had no idea we were going to need.
Yeah. Yeah, and
And
it's sad too.
yeah. So part of our campaign is you can give to the security. I
Yeah.
mean, it's there.
Yeah, I
And
think
so to
it's
make you feel comfortable when you come in, that you're safe, that you're at ease, whether it's in our shop or
mhm.
coming in to the offices, the administrative offices to volunteer,
Yeah.
to do whatever, that when you walk in, you feel safe and secure.
Yeah. What would you say to people that hesitate to feel proud to be Jewish, I guess?
I think it's sad.
Yeah.
I think it's time to say it's okay
Mhm.
to be Jewish.
Yeah.
Y I know it's frightening sometimes that you're afraid maybe to wear the Star of David or to wear a kippah
Mhm.
or to do any of that. But you know what? Silence is not acceptable. Silence gets us nowhere.
Mhm.
So we have to be proud. We
Right.
have to be ready to stand up. Otherwise, we'll be back to where we were in 1938.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think what you're doing for the community and continue to do, and again, you've been the Women of Achievement. You've won. Is there an award that you haven't won as far as?
Oh, I'm sure there are. I've got one other one, Woman of Worth, but other than that, um, I don't do it for the awards.
Yeah.
I do it for the satisfaction
Mhm.
and for the need. And I'm very blessed that I can do it, that I have been able to give back to this community who has been so
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate everything you continue to do. Is there anything that you want people to know? Anything else you want people to know about you that maybe we didn't talk on?
About me? No. You've got it all.
You're an open book.
I'm an open book. I
Yeah.
am glad to have anybody know anything they want about me. I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
I'm born from Texas. I grew up in Texas and I now consider Missouri my home. I've lived here 52 years.
Yeah.
So it's home. Everybody here is home. It's who I care about. And I'm very honored.
Yeah.
I've been very lucky. I've been selected from numerous awards.
Mhm.
I've even made best dressed, which
Have you really?
I did once.
That's not a surprise. You look great. Where's it? Tell us about the outfit. Tell us about the
The
outfit
outfit,
today.
actually, the top is from Dot Dot Dash, which is
Okay.
a store on
Sure.
Forsyth,
Sure. I've heard of it.
and the undershirt that I have on is for the shop.
Okay. I love it. And fashion. You love fashion.
I love fashion.
That's great. And
Yeah.
it's nice that the resale shop, like, you're able to help with something that you
Oh my God,
have a
yes.
passion in also.
Yes, it's fabulous.
Yeah.
I work marking jewelry almost every week.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
If you weren't doing what you're doing right now, what would be your job? Like, if you could do anything, money, anything's aside, what would you see? How do you see yourself in another life? I like to think that I would be potentially, like, designing backyards. I really like grass.
Okay.
I like my
Okay.
yard to look great,
Yeah.
And I think that I'd love to be like some sort of outdoor, like, coordinator, like,
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah. You know what? To be truthful,
My wife would be a postal worker, she said. A
really?
male woman, yeah. You have to
Okay.
walk around, listen to podcasts and listen to audio books all day.
Do you know that I've never listened to an audiobook?
Have you not?
Never have. I love to read.
Yeah.
I can spend hours.
Reading.
Yes, I am the world's best piddler. I
Yeah.
can sit and read all day and not hear a thing that's going on.
Yeah.
That's probably what I would do, but I would probably, truthfully, I'd still be volunteering.
Good. That's great to hear. what's your favorite book right now? Or most recent book that you've read that you enjoy?
Um, I read or beach read stuff, so I'm not gonna say.
What is it like? You're embarrassed in what you're reading. Oh my
Not
gosh.
I'm not embarrassed, but it's just
You don't want to give
I
away the
don't real
secrets of
I
your
don't really I don't read for the retention of the names. So I read like Sandra Brown or Balducci or
but mostly
Connolly, but
fiction.
yeah, only fiction.
Only fiction, good stories.
99% of the time, although I did have a friend tell me that I needed to read the I think it's called the commentary.
Okay.
And there's another one that's the book, and I can't remember her name.
Mhm.
Is it E. Carol that Trump lost to?
Um, who?
The woman.
Kamala?
No, the woman that he lost the lawsuit.
Oh, lost the lawsuit too.
That he raped her.
Okay, yeah,
Apparently her book is hysterical.
I'm sure.
So that's my next book.
That's fun. It's interesting that like that. I mean, like, yeah, it's just interesting, like what different people read. You don't listen to audiobooks, and
No, I've
do
never
you,
done it. That doesn't say I wouldn't try it, but I love to help actually enjoy reading a book even more than I do out of my
do
iPad.
you? I was gonna say, so
I use it
when
both
the
ways.
Kindle came out, you weren't a
Oh,
huge.
oh,
You were
oh
more
no,
of a
I used
fan.
it. I
You
did it
did.
immediately.
And
Yeah.
you do like holding the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm old school too. Like, I think that I just, whenever I'm reading a book, candidly, I haven't read a book in a little bit. I read 2 books last year. I need to
Okay.
read more. That's a goal for 2026. So, um, but I do like I like being able to hold it. Like the Kindle to me
Well, the
never,
problem with the Kindle for me is when I'm on vacation, which is when I really want to have
sure,
it, you can't read it in the sunlight.
I know.
So I want a book that I can hold wherever I'm sitting.
Mm-hmm. Are you a beach person or a mountain person? What do you
I'm not a
prefer?
mountain person at
Not a mountain
all.
person.
I'm a city person.
Are you?
I would go to a city any day of the week.
Like you don't go on vacation and need a beach.
No.
Love that. Tells a lot about you. I think in a good way.
I'll go to the beach.
Yeah.
I'll sit at the beach. I was just there for a wedding and spent 2 days under the umbrella.
Yeah.
I did get in the water because it was important to me.
Of
But
course.
if I had my druthers, I'd be in New York, London, Paris, Prague,
Mm-hmm.
anywhere.
Have you traveled? What's your favorite place? And then we'll wrap up. Favorite place that you've traveled to and where you'd recommend somebody to go if they had one trip to take.
London or Paris.
Really? Really? What about those two
I could go
places?
I've been to both of them multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm never, ever bored in them. They've got fabulous architecture. They've got fabulous art, great fashion, great food. I mean,
Sounds
there's
like it sounds like your ideal like your ideal place. That makes a lot of sense. Well, how can people help if they want to help?
they can contribute to the capital campaign.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, they can volunteer. We're always looking for volunteers for a lot of different projects,
Yeah.
and all they need to do is call us.
Yeah. Phyllis, you are an incredible woman that I think is a great role model example to not just women and young girls in the community. I think like even the men can look at
Men
you
can
and
come and
say,
volunteer.
yeah, this isn't
We
like
have
you're
a lot
helping
of men,
women.
especially at Couturier and
Yeah.
at Back to School Store.
Yeah.
We have a ton of men that volunteer.
Good.
It's great.
Yeah. And I think that, the more people that can help out with this is something, again, that's local. You see the difference and it's for genuinely making a difference. So
Yeah.
we appreciate
Thank
everything you
Thank you for
do.
letting me be here. This
Thank
has
you
been
for
an
coming.
honor.
Of course. We want to have you back. We need to do a
Anytime.
fashion show and then we'll see you at
Anytime.
and then we're coming over for Rosh Hashanah.
Okay, it's a deal.
Awesome. All right. Thanks so
Thank
much.
you. Bye-bye.